Your dairy operation the edge it needs. See Darlington Dairy Supply on Highway 81, west of Darlington.
And welcome back to Darlington High School as we get you set with tonight's starting lineups. The Dodgeville Dodgers taking on the Darlington Redbirds. Kent, you want to handle Dodgeville?
Starting for Dodgeville tonight, a senior, 6-foot senior, number 4, Kevin McGraw. Following that is 5 on his back, Jeremy Martin, a 6'4" senior. Brandon Lindauer gets the start tonight, 6'2". He'll be wearing number 10. Number 15 for the Dodgeville Dodgers, 6'3" senior, David Tews. And rounding up the lineup is Josh Culver, 6'2". He'll be wearing number 20. So for the Dodgers tonight, it's Culver, Tews, Lindauer, Martin, and McGraw.
For Darlington, they will go with Tim Whalen, a 6-foot senior, Garrett Wong, a 6'3" senior, Alex Black, a 5'10" junior, Scott Gibbons, the 6'8" senior, and Ben Rizzu, a 6'6" senior. Rizzu, Gibbons, Black, Wong, and Whalen for Darlington. They are 6-3 on the year and 3-1 in conference play. And Dodgeville, perfect 10-0 overall, 5-0 in Swall 1 action, and they are ranked number 1 in the state in Division II.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, Steve, if Darlington comes out with maybe a little bit of a case of the yips tonight, because, you know, you're going up against the number 1 team in the state. You know, there's all kinds of high expectations. You hope to do well, but you just don't know what to expect until maybe you can lather yourself up a little bit. So hopefully they can get a good start. If not, it could be a long night for the Redbirds.
Yep. Gibbons controls the tap, but actually knocks it right to Dodgeville. Dodgers wearing the traveling black uniforms with the orange numerals and white trim. Darlington in their home white uniforms with red numerals and black trim. Parents' night here. Good crowd on hand despite the rainy conditions. Drive safely tonight. Man-to-man defense by Darlington. Culver on the wing. Gets it back out top for Dodgeville. Tews controls. He'll drive. Dish off inside off the backboard. A little strong by Brandon Lindauer. Rebound to Gibson.
Lindauer, I thought, was intimidated a little bit by Gibbons that time, Steve, as he laid it way hard off the backboard.
Rizzu, high left post to the elbow. Hands off left side. Wong, jumper 15, up and good. Redbirds lead 2-0.
Nice jump shot that time by Wong as he went straight up, was able to nail the 13-footer.
And now a 1-2-2 zone employed by Darlington defensively, trying to force Dodgeville into shooting from the perimeter. And a steal as Wong comes down.
It's on a traveling call as he goes to his knees, trying to maintain possession. Garrett Wong should be missing one.
Redbirds tonight, Steve, is they definitely need someone to step up other than Gibbons and Rizzu.
McGraw and Culver play catch out near midcourt. High post at the foul line is David Tews, looking to the baseline to Lindauer, and then Martin, the other Dodger player, running the baseline, trying to get free and find a seam in that zone defense. Culver penetrates. Jump pass kick out to the left side. 3-ball on the way and good. And Dodgeville leads 3-0.
Well, they're not very hesitant about shooting that three. Steve, as he was left wide open on the left wing, was able to drain a 21-footer.
I scratched that. I said 3-0, 3-2. Nearly a steal by the Dodgers. Gibbons grabs, flips inside. Rizzu left post, puts it up too strong as he overlaid it. Rebound to Lindauer of Dodgeville.
A little bit intimidated by two Dodgers underneath that time, Steve. He went up way too strong.
Culver at the point. He has started in varsity play. This is his 4th year. All-conference pick last year. In fact, 4 all-conference players returned for Coach Tank. This is a very talented team. They've got high expectations. Screen and roll. Kick out left side. 3-ball up. Off the front iron and then drops through for David Tews.
Something Darlington's been notorious all season for, Steve, is that when they go out and defend on the perimeter, they don't put a hand up. And that time, 6'8" Scott Gibbons went out to defend on the perimeter. He didn't put a hand up. He's easily shot over, and Dodgeville has their second 3 of the night.
Josh Culver picks up checking foul.
The officials tonight, Dwayne Garrison and Bob Boyle. That was 4 with
Darlington sets up their half-court offense. On the wing, it's Whalen to Rizzu to the right side. Wong out beyond the arc. Black into the post. Rizzu, short right block, shot up, no good. Came out on the weak side, and Gibbons came over the back on one of the Dodgers to pick up the foul for Darlington.
Looked like doing a good job blocking out that time was Kevin McGraw, 6 foot. He went backing up against Scott Gibbons. He draws the foul. No, against Whalen, the push foul was, and at 5:35 to go, it's 6-2 Dodgeville.
Culver into the front court. Back to a man-to-man defense by Darlington. Culver to the baseline. He's open for a second. Stops and pops, and the senior scores his first 2.
Such smooth shooting by the Dodgeville Dodgers. They are not too impressed by any hands that might get in their face. They're able to drain it.
Wong right side jumper, overshot everything. Weak side rebound to Tews of Dodgeville. He pushes through traffic, kicks it off on the wing. Martins will drive, bounce weak side. Shot is up and good for Brandon Lindauer, and it's 10-2. Dodgeville on top of Darlington. 3 minutes gone, first quarter.
Coach Hopkins not too happy with his defense thus far as he yells instructions out on the floor.
And now a steal by Lindauer, back the other way, 2-on-2. Off to Culver, left side, a little too deep. Gibbons swats it out of the way, and the ball comes over here near the stage side.
Dodgeville's pressure defense creating some problems for Darlington offensively, and they are able to run with the basketball.
I think one more score here by the Dodgers, and we're going to see Coach Hopkins burn a timeout. They can't afford to fall down by double digits. Out near midcourt, McGraw holding for Dodgeville. He's the only starter so far not into the scoring column for the Dodgers. High post, now a kick out, left side. There's McGraw. He doesn't score yet. Rebound to Whalen. Outlet pass to Black on the right side. Back into the middle. Feeds it off to Gibbons, and he runs over a Dodgeville defender, and a block foul called on the Dodgers.
Oh, the Dodgeville fans aren't very happy with that. Gibbons actually picked up his dribble, had nowhere to go with the basketball. Unfortunately for the Redbirds, they get the foul call, and they'll have the ball out underneath.
Whalen inbound, lobs it out top to Black between the circles. Culver right there as Dodgeville's been in a man-to-man defense, although it looks like a 2-3 zone at the moment. Black penetrates left, kicks it off to Wong, looking for Gibbons down low. Takes the bounce pass from Mizzou, double team, kicks it back to the baseline. Shot is up, rattles around and out, rebound to twos of Dodgeville. Here come the Dodgers on the break. Culver down the middle, jump pass on the wing, 3-ball on the way, good. Jeremy Martins connects from downtown. That's 3 triples and a 13-2 lead for Dodgeville.
I guess there's a reason why they shoot their warm-ups from 20 feet away, Steve, is they are deadly.
Well, just as much as everybody thinks Darlington players are born with a football in their hand, Dodgeville players are born with a basketball. Black, high post to Gibbons. Out beyond the arc to Wong. Razoo comes and grabs it. He's only had 1 shot so far. Defensively, Jeremy Martin on him. Pass to the right side. Wong coming off a curl. Foul line jumper is up, off the mark. Dances off to the left side, and the rebound to twos of Dodgeville.
Good job blocking out that time by Dodgeville. There's 3 Dodgers there. No one within hailing distance for Darlington.
And nobody from the top of the key guarding twos. He misses. The rebound to Gibbons. He'll bring it up, and we get a whistle as something again came off of the shoe that, well, maybe not the shoe as we saw at Mineral Point, maybe something from one of the fans.
No, something came off as it looks like one of the fans had the other part of it.
I don't know. Razoo comes over to the Darlington bench, and yeah,
it's his shoe once
Same
again.
thing that happened at Mineral Point on Friday.
Oh, they just don't make them like they used
No,
to,
they
do
certainly don't. Well, Razoo is out. Joey Roof in for Darlington. 3:17 to go, first quarter, 13-2. Dodgeville on top of Darlington. Reminder, the Monroe Clinic Sports Medicine Department halftime show comes up at intermission. Gibbons out high, left side to Black. Culver right there in his face, into the low post. Roof turnaround fadeaway jumper up and short. Barnum been partially blocked by Parker Hagg, a 6'4 junior who came in for Dodgeville. Darlington re-steals it away from Culver. Long into the front court. Backing down, knocks over defender, no call. Flips it into the corner. Whalen for 3 on the way, rattles in and out. Rebound to Culver. Here comes Dodgeville. They look to push it every opportunity. Culver flips it inside, a lot of traffic, bounces around off the bottom of the rim. Two's got it back, kick out to Culver, penetrates. 13-footer floats up and out. Gibbons with the high rebound. And he'll bring it up himself. We saw him lead the break once or twice up at point.
Well, we certainly see Darlington taking advantage of some rebound opportunities there. They're not getting second shots on their own possessions, though, and they're getting some looks. They're getting some shots off, but can't get the second ones to go down as we have a couple of reserves coming into the Darlington lineup.
Redbirds turned it over. Joey Roof down low, couldn't contain that bounce pass. And in for the Redbirds is Kyle Tooley, a 6'2 junior. Also Casey Hubner, a 6'1 junior.
This is Hubner's first action of the season, Steve, as he's been out with an injury all season long.
Well, if you're going to get in, no better time than against a non-conference opponent. Hagg, lefty, turnaround floater from the baseline, good. First 2 for Parker Hagg, and everybody in on the scoring act for Dodgeville. They lead 15-2. Under 2 minutes to go here, first quarter. Hubner, left side, off to Black. He'll penetrate. Bounce left side. Gibbons gets inside and scores off the window. First 2 for Scott Gibbons, and it's 15-4. Dodgeville by 11.
Scott's had the ball underneath several times, but he hasn't been aggressive enough to take it to the hole. That time he was, and we'll see if that might continue the rest of the evening.
That snaps a 15-0 run by Dodgeville because Darlington scored the first 2 of the game. Foul down low on Darlington. This one going on Gibbons. It'll be his first and the team's second. Subs in for the Dodgers as see McGraw and Twos take a seat. Entry pass, Will Bothfeld, and he gets a Culver who gets fouled, and we'll get a pair of free throws. Jason Rundog, a 6-foot senior, also in for Dodgeville.
Josh Culver coming in from the right wing was able to get that out-of-bounds pass right underneath. Darlington not really expecting him to go that way, and he draws the foul. He'll shoot 2 with 1:23 to go.
First one up and good. Culver with 3 points in the game. Dodgeville 19 of 28 at the free throw line in their last ball game Friday, a 67-49 victory at home against Richland Center. Second one also good for the point guard.
And taking a look at Dodgeville's schedule the rest of the season, Steve, they don't have that traditional rival Cuba City like they've always had, and that's got to be something that they'll kind of miss as the season goes on.
Well, I'm not sure who's going to miss it more, the Cuba fans or the Dodgeville fans, but it is a great rivalry. And, yeah, you do kind of hate to see that go away. Minute 10 to play, first quarter. Black high post. Rizou had it stolen from behind. Dodgeville picks it up. Culver, far sideline. He's open. He'll launch a 3. It's good. You got to get on those Dodgeville kids because they're going to shoot.
Well, you got to get a hand up on them. Otherwise, they'll shoot right over you, and they've done so thus far. They're excellent shooters.
20
just got away with a huge carry.
20-4, Dodgeville up by 16. 45 seconds left, first quarter. Out top, Roof launches a 3. That one bounces around and drops through. Joey Roof with his first points of the game. 20-7. This is close as Darlington's been here in the first quarter.
Dodgeville pulling it out, going for the last shot. And I'll tell you what, unless you're running your offense, I always hate to see this, Steve, because more often than not, you turn the ball over.
It does happen a lot. This is a pretty experienced squad on the floor for Coach Tank of Dodgeville. See how they handle it. Darlington really not chasing. Down to 12 seconds left in the quarter. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll have the Monroe Clinic Sports Medicine Department halftime show. Hag inside, left it short off the feed from Culver. Boy, he had a nice open look and came up short and then picked up the foul trying to get it back.
Joey Ruff going to the boards hard, was fouled. On the arm was Parker Haig, and he protests that call a little bit. So with 4.1 seconds to go, Darlington had the ball a long ways from their own basket.
Trying to go the length of the court. Rizou throws it into Roof. Up the left sideline, gets to the middle. At midcourt, lets it fly as the buzzer sounds, and it's short. And at the end of 8 minutes of play from Darlington, it's Dodgeville 20, Darlington 7. You're listening to the Big Easy, 93.7.
Committed to quality service is Glendenning Limestone and Ready Mix of Schellsburg, Darlington, and Gratiot. You know Glendenning's is the area's top supplier of quality ready-mix concrete, providing concrete construction for everything from sidewalks to foundations to patios to driveways. Plus, you can call on Glendenning's to provide the foundation of your soil fertilizing program, Ag Lime. They'll provide what you need to produce high yields, better quality crops, and bigger profits. You'll be completely satisfied with Glendenning Limestone and Ready Mix, Schellsburg, Darlington, and Gratiot.
Keeping the area informed since Lincoln was president is the Republican Journal. With the Republican Journal, you get the best in area news. Plus, whether it's Belmont Braves, Blackhawk Warriors, Darlington Redbirds, or Schulzburg Miners, you get detailed stories and exciting photos of your favorite sports team each week. Now you can check out the Republican Journal on the internet by going online at www.rjnews.com, serving Lafayette County and the entire state line region since 1862. The Republican Journal in Darlington.
Back at Darlington High School, we go to the second quarter. Dodgeville leading Darlington 20-7 in boys non-conference varsity hoops, and Ben Rizou goes inside on the right block and banks it off the window for his first 2 for the Redbirds.
Took his natural shot that time, Steve. He wasn't intimidated by the interior of the Dodgeville defense, so he was able to get it to go down.
20-9. Darlington trails by 11. Dodgeville with the ball. Starting 5 back on the floor for Coach Tank. Culver, top of the key, jump pass to the left side. Twos holds above his head, zips it back out near midcourt to McGraw. Got it by Wong. comes to the near sideline. Lindauer back out top. Those two play catch. Opening minute of the second quarter here at Darlington. Culver jump pass left side, open look, and the shot comes off the front of the rim for McGraw. Offensive rebound, back up and in for Brandon Lindauer.
3 Dodgeville Dodgers went to the boards, and Ben Rizou had all he could to try to hold him off, but the numbers were against him. They were able to get the offensive board and put it back down.
And as you mentioned, Scott Gibbons on the bench for Darlington to open the second quarter. Andrew Reichling, a 6'1 senior, in there for Darlington. Joey Roof goes left through the paint, put up a jumper, but came up short off the iron. Dodgeville with the board. Up ahead to Culver on the near sideline. Penetrates to the middle, kicks it back out on the wing. A pump fake by McGraw. Gets it out to Tews. Back to McGraw, into the high post. Leaner off the glass, up and good for David Tews of Dodgeville. He's got 5, 22-9. Dodgers lead.
So impressive, Steve, the way Dodgeville attacks the basket. They don't hold back for nothing, and they're such great shooters. They get any shot to go down.
Rizou tries the three from the left side. It's no good. A long rebound held onto by Tews. Dodgeville again pushing into the front court. In front of the Darlington bench. Pull-up three ball on the way. Rattles in for Kevin McGraw. His second three-pointer. Timeout, Darlington. 6:10 to go before halftime. It's Dodgeville 27, Darlington 9. They're on the Big Easy, 93-7.
The answer to the question, what's cooking? Avon Locker in Darlington. Discover how Avon Locker has become the meat market. You'll find Avon Locker will be your store for fresh beef and pork, sliced luncheon meats, deli salads, and fresh Wisconsin cheese. Plus, Roach and Mike are ready to offer the perfect suggestions for that get-together. Not only will they fully prepare your needs, they'll also deliver. Answer the question, what's cooking, with a stop at Avon Locker, Highway 23 South, Darlington.
Fast, friendly, convenient, and complete service is what you get at the First National Bank at Darlington. First National Bank is the same locally owned bank they've always been, and they intend to keep it that way. Whether it's investments, checking or savings accounts, student, auto, or home loans, the First National Bank at Darlington is confident their accounts are easy to understand, and their fees are among the lowest. Take advantage of all the services of the First National Bank at Darlington, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at Darlington, Michael Hopkins takes a timeout, and right away his Redbird team turns it over. So Dodgeville gets it back, leading 27-9 over Darlington. And then a foul on the defensive end against Darlington. This one going against Joey Roof. It'll be his first, and that is number 4 on the Redbirds.
Well, at least they're showing a little bit more of some intensity defensively there, Steve, as they attempted to go for the ball.
Coach Hopkins did not seem real pleased during that timeout. Dodgeville jumped out to a 15-2 lead, and they really haven't been threatened since. Inside double clutch shot off the backboard by Tews. Rebound to Whalen. Darlington into the front court. Long right on the three-point arc in the right corner. Fakes the shot, dribbles out, gets it down low. Baseline, Gibbons to the basket, up, dances around, comes out. Nothing but black jerseys there for the rebound. Tews ahead to McGraw. Top of the key, he's open, leaves it off to Tews. Looking inside, everybody for Dodgeville up beyond the free throw line. Off to McGraw near midcourt, leaves it for Martin. Into the corner, Lindauer. Culver getting a break. No, he's out there. Pass inside, tipped right to Culver on the baseline. Back out top, shot up, rattles in. Another three ball for Jeremy Martin. He's got 6.
They're so patient offensively, Steve. If they don't get too rattled, if there's a ball tipped or anything like that, they still look for the open man, and they're able to drain it. They square up to the basket before they receive the pass.
30-9, Dodgeville on top of Darlington. Lob inside. Ben Rizou with a nice catch and an excellent feed from Gibbons.
6'8 to 6'6 seemed to work that time for Darlington. Offensively, let's see if it doesn't work defensively.
4:35 to go before halftime in the Monroe Clinic Sports Medicine Department halftime show. Culver drives, dishes. Tews back out to Martin. Those two play catch, high post, onto the wing. Gibbons patrolling the middle. A little bit of a hand in the back there against Tews. No harm, no foul, though. Culver out near the midcourt circle. Now into the high post, turns, gets double teamed, leaves it off to Culver. Brings it to the near sideline in front of the Darlington bench. Bounces out on the arc. Jumper up, good, another 3. David Tews, he's got 8.
Coach Hopkins very upset with his team defensively as he's mentioning some instructions to his players on the bench as to how they should be playing that. Unfortunately, the players on the floor aren't getting that message.
Pass inside, Gibbons up, offensive foul, wipe away the basket. Dodgeville stood there and took the charge, and it was Josh Culver, the point guard, to take the punishment.
Josh Culver at all of 6'2", and I think that might be stretching it, able to get under the 6'8" Gibbons and draw the foul.
That's with his shoes on and with a high haircut, I think. 33-11, Dodgeville on top of Darlington. 3:35 to go before intermission. Dodger basketball, just being very patient. They go to the high post, then out to the arc. A drive, a dish. Culver lost it. Gibbons comes up with it for Darlington.
Culver looking for McGraw in the corner, just couldn't quite get a handle on it, and the Redbirds able to take advantage.
Dodgeville a perfect 10-0. They are 5-0 in Swall one play. Nice feed inside Ben Razoo, and give Alex Black a nice assist. 6 points for Razoo. It's 33-13. Dodgeville by 20. 3 minutes to go, first half. Near side, Hopkins again upset. Pass inside, shot up and missed by Twos. Rebound knocked out of bounds off Brandon Lindauer.
Well, if he had any hair left, he would be tearing it out, Steve, as he's very upset with the way his Redbirds are playing defense away from the ball right now.
The point guard, Josh Culver's just penetrating. Darlington's coming over to double team. That leaves somebody wide open on the arc, and more often than not, Dodgeville's buried it. And now Black with a turnover as he slips and goes to the court.
Alex gets down almost in such a crouch that he has nowhere to go with the basketball, and more often than not, he's been creating turnovers by using that approach.
Dodgeville 33, Darlington 13. High screen and roll, and a whistle and a foul on the floor on Darlington. Well, that's still, I think, more of what Coach Hopkins wants. Stand there and, take a foul, but don't give up a wide-open three-point shot. Alex Black picks up his first. That's number 5. Make that 6 on the Redbirds. Dodgeville gets it in. Near corner. Pump fake by Martin. They go inside to Culver. He has it blocked. Haig grabs it, puts it up and scores. Off the glass, Parker Haig has 4.
Good block that time by Razoo, but everyone else just kind of stood there as Haig was able to put it up quickly from about 3 feet out.
Long on the right wing. Foul on extended. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it out to Razoo. Into the post. Whalen grabs. Went to the right hand. Puts it off the window and good.
Right now the Redbirds doing a nice job cutting to the basket on their offensive end, and they've got some nice open looks.
35-15. Dodgeville by 20. Under 2 minutes to go before intermission. Culver out top. Started to move before he had possession of the ball. He and McGraw play catch out beyond the arc. Again in the high post. It's Twos just sliding side to side. Culver into the corner. Open look. Martin, another 3-ball buried. He's got 3 triples here in the half and leads all scorers with 9.
Well, anyone who has the ball for Dodgeville penetrates, and the rest of them kind of slide along the three-point line, and he looks for him, and they're able to drain it.
Gibbons inside, and a reach-in foul coming up on Dodgeville. It's interesting. My past radio career, I would go and watch Dodgeville in practice. They do. They have so many spots around the arc. They just shoot and shoot and shoot, and it becomes a rhythm. And it's just part of their natural shooting habitat. In for Dodgeville, Tony DeMuth, the 6'2 senior. Dodgeville leads 38-15. Shot Razoo, right side, no good. Long rebound picked up by Dodgeville. Front court comes Martin. Start and stop move onto the baseline. Poked free out of bounds off Razoo. It'll remain with Dodgeville with 1:15 to go before the Monroe Clinic Sports Medicine Department halftime show.
Quick hands by Razoo, who's able to knock that ball out of bounds.
Culver back out to midcourt. The teammate Kevin McGraw. Darlington going back into their 2-3 zone with Gibbons in the middle, patrolling, but that really isn't where Dodgeville's done the damage. It's been about 19 feet farther out.
And they're extending it a little bit as it looks like perhaps they'll try to milk the last minute off this clock.
38-15. Dodgeville leading. Three-pointer, left side. That one no good. Offensive rebound put back up, no good, and a foul on Dodgeville trying to crash the offensive glass.
A little bit better job that time by Darlington in blocking out on the shot as they were able to create some space under the basket. As looks like Coach Hopkins is getting the old drawing board out maybe to devise a last second shot.
Parker Haig picks up his second foul for Dodgeville. Meanwhile, in for the Dodgers, Cody Hulbert, a 5'8 senior. Black into the front court. Defended by Will Bothfeld. goes around a screen, zips it to Gibbons through his hands, and out of bounds near midcourt at the end of the Dodger bench. It'll go back to Dodgeville with 30 seconds left in the first half.
Alex Black expecting Gibbons to roll to the basket, and he started to do so, and he was wide open. However, Gibbons wasn't expecting the ball, went off of his hands. Turnover once again for Darlington.
24 seconds left in the second quarter here at Darlington High School. Dodgeville comfortably in front, 38-15. Dodgers trying to get the final points of the half. Botfeld playing catch with Martin out near midcourt. 10 seconds left before intermission. Gets a screen. Martin comes back to the middle, now drives to the baseline. Gets cut off by Razoo. Stop back to the basket, drops it inside. All kinds of traffic. Shot up at the buzzer, no good. And the first half comes to a close with the Dodgeville Dodgers leading the Darlington Redbirds 38-15 here at halftime. You're listening to the Big Easy 93.7.
Darlington invites you to experience all the activity.
River Valley at Stoughton, and last night gymnastics, Darlington edges Prairie du Chien 109.4 to 108.225.
Yeah, they got all twisted up like a pretzel just watching something like that. I think I pulled a hammy.
There you go. Well, that is the halftime report brought to you by the Monroe Clinic Sports Medicine Department, taking a team approach to getting you back into the game of life. And we timed that darn near perfectly as we begin second half basketball. Dodgeville leading 38-15. They get it inside on the right. Shot is up, no good, but Dodgeville tracks down the rebound, and they'll get another offensive chance.
Brandon Lindauer did a great job tracking down that rebound as nobody put a body on him. He's able to weasel his way in there and get a hand on it.
Man-to-man defense by Darlington to open up the second half. They used a combination of man-to-man and zone defense in the first half. Backdoor cut, low left block, kick out to the top. Twos kicks it off to McGraw. His three-pointer is up and good, and that's the 9th tray of the night.
Alex Black trying to help out on the strong side of the floor, and of course he was planted on the weak side. They found him, and he's able to get it to go down from 21 feet.
Pass into Razoo. Nice left-hand shot up and in from about 8 feet away. Razoo leads Darlington with 8, and it's 41-17 Dodgeville.
I think Coach Hopkins would simply like to see his team just try to put a dent into this lead.
Open shot from the right elbow of the foul line is no good by Martins, and the rebound to Gibbons of Darlington. Off to Wong into the front court, stops just inside the Redbird logo. He's used up his dribble, gets it off to Whalen, and then a knee foul called on Dodgeville's Brandon Lindauer. That's his first, and the first team foul here in the second half.
Dodgeville doing a great job overplaying their person that they're guarding, and Whalen had no place to go with the basketball, so he does the smart thing. He puts it on the floor and tries to go to the basket.
Tried to get it into Alex Black, but Josh Culver tipped it away, and he's trying to talk Bob Boyle into saying it went off Black last. Bob's a veteran. He's seen more basketball than I've ever thought about.
I'm sure he's heard every excuse than what we've ever heard of, too.
Whalen looking inside for Darlington, off to Razoo. Into the post, Gibbons, and coming through him is Brandon Lindauer. That's twice he's tried to go through Darlington players, and that'll be the second personal on Lindauer.
Dodgeville coming out defensively very aggressively, showing a lot of body on their opponents.
Well, they certainly have the fouls to give. A skip pass over to Wong on the left arc. Into the post, Razoo spinning left. Kick out to Black, opposite side. Three ball, no good. Razoo gets the rebound at the foul line, puts it up, might have been partially blocked, and Dodgeville comes up with it.
Razoo has his hands held out like he got fouled, but no call by the ref.
A floating jumper by David Tews as he was just about to run into Razoo, but he kisses it off the glass. He's got 10. 43-17, Dodgeville on top by 26 with 6 minutes to go third quarter. Razoo inside got fouled, and I think Lindauer's picked up 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes, 2 seconds of the third quarter.
Coach Tank is looking down his bench, and he's looking at bringing in Will Bofeld.
Well, he certainly has plenty of fresh bodies over there. Razoo will get a pair of free throws here for Darlington and can't convert on the first. First free throw attempt of the game for Darlington.
Razoo about the only Redbird that could get free throws to go down the other night, Steve, the ball game we did at Mineral Point. The Redbirds were extremely cold from the foul line.
12 of 24 in that one. I was off by 1. Both free throws no good, but a rebound for Darlington. Whalen inside to Gibbons. He has it poked free by Botfeld. Try to get it out to Culver, and he loses it near midcourt. It'll go back to Darlington.
Hustling all over the place was Josh Culver. Nearly is able to get the save, but the ball still goes out of bounds to Darlington.
43-17. Dodgeville on top of Darlington. And a pass errantly thrown. Dodgeville with an easy steal. Bothfeld front court to Culver. Trailing the play is Tews. 3-ball up, no good. Got hit on the elbow. He'll get 3 free throws out of this foul by Garrett Wong.
Garrett Wong came flying in from the left-hand side, and he got him on the arm. So going to the free throw line for 3 shots is David Tews, the 6'3" senior.
Tews averaging 13 points this year to lead Dodgeville in scoring. Gets the first of 3, and he's the leading scorer here with 11 points. He misses that one, so the old jinx works again. Joey Roof in for Wong of Darlington. Dodgeville all alone on top of the Swall 1 standings at 5-0. Lancaster just 1 game back at 4-1. And Tews gets 2 out of 3 free throws. He's got 12. Lead is 28 for Dodgeville. Black to Roof. Left corner to the baseline. Rizou bounces right. Whalen in traffic. Up, no good. He got fouled on the play, though, and we'll get a pair of free throws.
Good bounce pass across the lane by Rizou as he came down right to baseline. Saw Whalen standing underneath on the low block. Cross lane pass. Finds him there. He goes to the line to shoot 2.
Josh Culver picks up his second personal for Dodgeville. First free throw, Whalen up and good. He's got 3. 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Second one up, around, out. Gibbons battling for it. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow will keep it with Darlington.
Oh, battling hard for Dodgeville was Tews once again at 6'3", battling against the 6'8" Gibbons. It came out of tie, but the Redbirds get the ball.
Roof to inbounds into the near corner. Gibbons out top. Whalen lost it. Picked up by McGraw the other way. Right-hand layup up and good for Dodgeville. Pass just went right through the hands of the Darlington player, and Dodgeville gets an easy 2, and that's really their first 2 transition points of the game.
Otherwise, they just set up their offense.
Roof down low, and he pulled a pivot foot. Wasn't quite sure what he was going to do with it.
Well, Jeremy Martin was sure what he wasn't going to do with it. He was able to be there defensively and caused the turnover.
Well, we told you Dodgeville on top of the Swall 1 standings and the Swall 2. Cuba City leads at 5-0, but Darlington and Fenimore tied for second at 4-1. Ball deflected into the back court. Culver comes back and retrieves it for Dodgeville. That just kind of goes to show the pace of this game. Nobody for Darlington even made an effort to get at that one.
They all stood and watched him chase the ball down the floor.
Certainly did. David Tews on the right block puts it up, no good with a finger roll try, but got fouled, and we'll get a pair of free throws here for Dodgeville.
They must have been going back into their prevent defense.
I'm not sure. They did prevent themselves from getting the ball. Foul on Scott Gibbons of Darlington, his third. Tews back at the line for 2 more free throws, and he nails them both. He's got 14 points in the game. Whalen out. Mitch Thompson in for Darlington. Parker Hagg comes in for Dodgeville, replacing David Tews. 49-18, Dodgeville by 31 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rizou at the foul line, leaves it off to Roof. He'll penetrate. Floater from 15, up and good for Joey Roof.
Good jump shot by Joey Roof as he came just across the free throw line, went straight up and was able to drain it.
Roof with 5 points. High post, Hagg, guarded by Gibbons. Kick out to the right side. Martin holds above his head, slapped down, and Rizou knocks it off Martin's foot. It'll go to Darlington.
Martin looked away for just a second. Quick hands by Ben Rizou, was able to knock it off his foot, and we'll see if Darlington can't put another 2 down.
Redbirds into the front court. Rizou on the arc, gets double teamed. Bounce pass to Black on the arc right side. Hook pass over to Thompson. Into the post. Gibbons hard to the block, puts it up, got fouled on the play. And it's either going to be Hagg or Bothfeld to pick up the foul for Dodgeville. And it'll go on Will Bothfeld, his first.
That's perhaps about the best ball movement we've seen out of Darlington all night long, Steve. They were able to reverse the basketball. Nice bounce passes. They got the ball underneath, and they were able to get the foul shots.
At this pace, Dodgeville is going to put Darlington into the bonus real quick. Gibbons hits the first of 2 free throws. That's 5 fouls on Dodgeville. Culver and Bothfeld sit down for the Dodgers. Jason Rundhog in. And Matt Winger, 5'11 senior, also in. Second free throw is no good for Gibbons, but Darlington corrals the offensive board, and then a hand check foul on Dodgeville as Roof goes hard to the basket. Jason Rundog picks up the foul for Dodgeville. That will be his first.
Jason Rundog got his hand on Joey Roof's chest as he was going to the basket and gets the foul, the sixth, as the Redbirds turn it over once again.
Not a good pass. Breakaway the other way. Left-hand layup is up and good for the speedy Matt Winger.
Matt Winger got down the floor in the hurry and was able to lay it up left-handed. I don't know if he's left-handed or not, but certainly did the right job that time.
Perfect form nonetheless. Roof the other way, kicks it out to Rizzu. Stops at the top of the key, pass left, deflected out of bounds off of Dodgeville. It doesn't matter who Chuck puts in a ball game. Every one of these Dodgeville kids seems to be lightning quick.
Well, they're lightning quick, and they play great defense. They do a good job playing the passing lanes. They always have, and that's what's so impressive about their defense. They don't have to be on you, and they can pick the ball off.
Roof with a high floater from behind the backboard. Missed it, but then comes around, steals the ball, throws it back out to the top of the key. Wong picks it up for Darlington. Heads up play by Roof. Kick out on the left side. Pump fake by Tooley, and then a reach-in foul as the ball is stolen from Tooley. And Coach Hopkins giving some instructions on that play, how to avoid that situation in the future. Second on Tooley, third on Dodgeville, or on Darlington, excuse me. 51-21, Dodgeville by 30 with 2:48 to go, third quarter. Shot from the right, up, good. It's another three for Jeremy Martin. He's got 12. All of his 4 baskets coming from beyond the arc.
And there's no doubt in his mind he's going to take that shot on the return pass from the low block, and he's able to square up right away and put it down.
Shot down low, Thompson no good. Hag with the board for Dodgeville. They do not look to push. Roof trying to stay back, now ahead to Hag. He'll go right to the rim, puts it up, got it partially blocked, but drew the foul, and he'll earn a pair of free throws here for the Dodgers.
Looking to push the ball up the floor a little bit as Parker Haig was able to run the floor, the 6'4" junior. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Hag, a lefty, had 10 points in last Friday's victory over Richland Center. Nails the first of 2 free throws here, and Tony DeMuth comes in for the Dodgers, replacing Jeremy Martin. Gibbons returns for Darlington for Rizzu. 2:22 left here in the third quarter. Second free throw, Hag, up off the iron, no good. Hits the floor. Dodgeville comes up with it.
Well, good job blocking out that time by Darlington as the ball was allowed to hit the floor, but no one grabbed it.
When it does that, yeah, you're supposed to grab it. Top of the key, straight on 3 ball up, a little bit short for Cody Hulbert. And the rebound comes down to Gibbons. With 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, it's Dodgeville 55, Darlington 21. Darlington got the first 2 points of the ball game, and it's basically been downhill since. Thompson for 3 from the wing for Darlington, no good. Long rebound. Hag had it, lost it, loose ball. Players hit the floor. And the question is, who is the foul on? I believe it's on Dodgeville.
Matt Wenger is going to get called for the hold as he tried to get out after that loose ball. And going to the line for Darlington will be Mitchell Thompson.
That is the
forward.
7th foul on the Dodgers, so Darlington gets to shoot free throws on any Dodger foul the rest of the game. Free throw is no good by Dodgeville, though, and that does not help their cause.
Well, I'm not so sure it's a good thing that they go to the line to shoot free throws as based on their history.
If you're not going to make them, no, it doesn't help at all. Hag holds right corner, passes out on the wing to DeMuth. High post feed to Winger. He'll dribble right, look into the post, drops it into Hag. He gets fouled from behind by Joe Roof. And that'll be the second on Roof. Just the 5th foul on Darlington.
Hag and Roof battling underneath. That time Roof got his arm wrapped around Hag, and the official there to make the call.
Wide open look, left side. Winger lays it in. Nobody picked him up for Darlington. And Winger's got 2 of the easiest baskets you'll ever see. 57-21. And a timeout taken by Darlington. 1:15 to go, third quarter. We've got a break in the action with Dodgeville leading 57-21 here on the Big Easy 93.7.
Being a business owner these days can be overwhelming, especially when it comes to computer technology. Let TC Networks Incorporated of Darlington be your solution. At TC Networks, you'll find technicians with the skills necessary to get the job done correctly the first time. When your business needs include enterprise IT, point of sales, web hosting, and more, consider the experts at TC Networks. Where quality of craftsmanship is most important and where the customer always comes first. TC Networks Incorporated of Darlington. Phone 776-4161.
When you need body work done on your car or truck, you want to take it to a place you can trust. A place like Walmsley's Auto Collision Specialists in Darlington. It's no accident why people choose Walmsley's. They'll put your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. From minor dents to major accidents, you'll find Walmsley's to be experts in auto body repair and painting. When you need body work done on your vehicle, stop at the body shop known for quality. Walmsley's Auto Collision Specialists in Darlington.
Back in Darlington, Dodgeville Dodgers hammering the Redbirds 57-21. Shot from just beyond the foul line, no good for Darlington. Rebound to the Dodgers. Cody Hulbert into the front court, pass on the left side to Winger. Top of the key, 3-ball on the way. That one's off the rim for Jason Rundog. Another offensive rebound for the Dodgers, though, as Winger comes up with it. Goes cross court to Demuth. He'll drive on Whalen, pass into the corner at Hag, and it's out of bounds off of Dodgeville.
They were expecting him to go base or to stand out in three-point land, that being Tony Demuth as he passed the ball out there. However, Hag was starting to creep along the baseline, and the pass goes out of bounds. Redbirds have a chance to cut into this huge lead.
Rizou inside, missed the shot, but he got fouled on the way to the hoop by Cody Hulbert. That'll be his first. That is 8 overall on Dodgeville. And Rizou looking for his 9th and 10th points of the game so far. Darlington 2 of 7 at the free throw line. Dodgeville 7 of 9. Rizou nails that one. .30 seconds left, third quarter. Dodgeville 57, Darlington 22. Make it 23 as Rizou gets to double figures with 10. Winger right side of the floor. Start and stop move. Goes to the wing now. Still with the dribble between the legs. Kicks it off to Demuth left side. 17 seconds left in the third period. 24, make that 34-point lead here for the Dodgers. Winger out near midcourt. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Puts it down. Drives left. Kicks it off to the baseline. Demuth shot up. Overlaid everything. Rizou with a rebound at midcourt. He'll let it fly. It's no good off the backboard. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Dodgeville Dodgers 57, Darlington Redbirds 23. Back after this on the Big Easy 93.7.
If you are considering buying or building a new home, this may be the best time to do it. Hi, I'm Marie Walmsley, mortgage lender at First Banking Center in Darlington. No matter what terms you're looking for, a fixed or adjustable rate loan, a balloon mortgage, construction or lot loan, we have just the plan to suit your needs. First Banking Center even offers no down payment loan options. So stop in and see how today's low rates make financing your new home more affordable than you ever dreamed. First Banking Center. Hometown banking at its best. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For nearly 30 years, Murph's Furniture and Decorating has been Darlington's one-stop decorating center. For nearly 30 years, customers at Murph's have saved on paint, wallpaper, carpet, furniture, and more. Is it time for a new box spring and mattress? At Murph's Furniture, you'll find prices among the best in the State Line area. And at Murph's, there's free delivery. When you're looking to redecorate, look no further than your one-stop decorating center, Murph's Furniture and Decorating in downtown Darlington.
We begin fourth quarter action from Darlington. Dodgeville had the ball, missed a shot, and now they come back and get a steal on an errant pass. Kevin McGraw picking it off for the Dodgers as Coach Tank has his starters out there probably for just a minute or two, and then they'll sit on the bench the rest of this one as the Dodgers are solidly in control.
Foul called on Darlington. Second foul on Alex Black is team foul number 6 for the Redbirds.
Josh Culver takes the entry pass, drives right to the rim and lays it in from the left side. Culver with 9. And it's basically pad your stats time for Dodgeville, although still continue to play nice team ball. Black to Whalen, left side, right to the rim, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Hits the deck as the rebound comes down to Jeremy Martin of Dodgeville. David Two's front court lobs it right underneath, wide open. Brandon Lindauer, as nobody picked him up, he lays it in for his 6th point.
Well, it's a little hard to stay inspired, perhaps, Steve, when you're down 61-23. But right now, Darlington is really showing a lot of disinterest on the floor. They got back defensively there. No one knew where their players were. They were able to get the easy layup. Josh
Culver with a reach-in foul, and there go the starters for Dodgeville. So they played a minute 13 of the 4th quarter, and they will retire for the evening with the undefeated and top-ranked Dodgeville Dodgers leading Darlington 61-23. Alex Black on the line to shoot 2 free throws here for Darlington. First one up and short. Guess he just got one. Rizou gets the rebound and the putback.
Well, consistent scoring tonight, Steve, as Dodgeville started the scoring with a 20-point first quarter. It's been 18 and 19 since. Darlington's been 7, 8, and 8.
Not a lot of offensive prowess to this point. And a foul on Darlington down low on the block as Andrew Reichling tried to deny the ball. That'll be his first. And now it's bonus free throw time for Dodgeville with 6.5 minutes to play in this ball game. And Coach Hopkins may have conceded this one as well as he pulls out Waylon Black and Rizou for Darlington. Free throw up and no good for Jason Rundog of Dodgeville. 61-25, Dodgers leading by 36 points. 3-ball left side, up, no good. Thompson, offensive board. Darlington, put back overlaid. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It goes off Dodgeville. Darlington will hold on to it.
Thompson putting that up left-handed. It looked like the ball slipped off his hand a little bit. He tried to put it off the palm of his hand and went too hard off the backboard. Otherwise, he had a nice, easy layup.
Roof takes it on the left side, gets it off. Hulbert's shot off the front iron, no good. Dodgeville quickly into the front court. Start and stop move going baseline for the Dodgers. Will Bothfeld. He gets fouled on the drive. And Joe Roof picks up his 3rd personal.
6 minutes to go in the ball game. 61-25 Dodgeville over Darlington. Joey Roof. The scoreboard has him down for 4 personals. So perhaps
maybe it
one
is.
more and he'll be taking a seat.
I may have missed one somewhere with all the activity. Darlington lobs it inside, intended for Roof. He gets fouled on the play by Cody Hulbert. Second on Hulbert. That is 10 fouls on Dodgeville. So 2 free throws coming up for Darlington for the final 5 minutes, 49 seconds of this ball game.
Quite a year going for the Dodgeville Dodgers, and their JVs being undefeated as well as their varsity. And you can tell simply by the numbers they have on their roster, Steve, there's a lot of interest in basketball in Dodgeville, and it has been that way for years.
You are right there. Roof gets them both. It's a team that won state back in 1964. It's their only state championship. Beat Milwaukee North 59-45. They finished 26-0 that year under John Wilson. They've been to state twice in the past 5 years, but always come up short in the state semifinal ball game, including last year. Dodgeville moving it around the perimeter and stepping out of bounds on the end line is Will Bothfeld. That'll give it back to Darlington with 5:28 to go in the game.
Now you're mentioning their state championship team back then, Steve. If I remember right, and I was just a yonker, Darlington took them to overtime down in the old gym downtown that year. That's the closest ball game they had all season long as Joey Roof just fouled out.
He commits an offensive foul trying to take a lob inside, and he is done with 5:18 to play in the game. And Michael Hopkins would like an explanation from Bob Boyle as to why he wasn't allowed room to come down with the pass reception. So Roof apparently is done. He'll finish with 7 points on the night. And replaced in the Darlington lineup by Carl Elzen, a 6'2 junior. Offensive foul does not result in free throws, but that is number 9 on Darlington. And now traveling inside on Dodgeville. Play getting a little ragged with some of the non-starters on the court. We get to the 5-minute mark with Dodgeville leading 61-27 over Darlington. Far side for the Redbirds, Kyle Tooley. Looking for somebody to bounce it to. Tries to go inside, and it's deflected out of bounds off Reichling.
Tooley got it by 2 Dodgeville defenders. However, Reichling was unable to get his hands on it, and he kicked it out of bounds. Dodgeville will bring it back down the floor with 4:45 to go.
Thursday night, Barneveld at New Glarus in a Six Rivers Eastern Conference battle for first place. 3-point shot right side.
Battle, Steve.
Oh, that'll be a great matchup. Shot from the wing, Dodgeville no good. Got it back, missed it again. Darlington gets the rebound. And do we get a foul down there or just, yep, foul on Dodgeville. On Cody Holbert, his third. And we've got 2 free throws now on any foul the rest of the ball game.
Tooley drew a start a couple of games ago for the Darlington Redbirds and saw quite a bit of action last week against Mineral Point.
Gets the free throw to go down for his first point of the game. I believe Barneville's unbeaten. Tooley gets them both. And New Glarus, I think, has just 1 loss. Let's see here.
And New Glarus with Torgerson, who a lot of colleges are looking at now. He's got a lot of talent.
Torgerson, Trollinger. Problem is, those seem to be the only 2 guys who can really score consistently for New Glarus. Dodgeville missing a couple of inside looks. Finally, Darlington comes out of the pack with a rebound and then a foul in the backcourt on Dodgeville.
Oh, the Dodgeville faithful are hooting about this one as they get a blocking foul on Cody Holbert.
Well, you lead by 32 points, 4 minutes to go in the ball game. There's not a whole lot you should complain about at this point. That is the 4th on Holbert. Pair of free throws for Casey Hubner, and he misses the first for Darlington. And we're going to get wholesale subs here for Darlington. John Bryson, 6'2 junior, in for the Redbirds. Gus Stevens, another 6'2 junior. Carl Elzen out there, and Lucas Van Meter, a 5'7 junior, on the floor. Second free throw is up and good for Hubner. And after scoring his only point, he'll exit.
Speaking of exiting, Coach Jerry Pettigrew from Cuba City, who Darlington draws next Tuesday night, was here in the first half, but I think he had seen quite enough. I don't think he thought he was going to see. I don't think he thought he was going to see much of any more in the second half. So
no,
beat the weather home.
Well, we'll be back here in see Cuba City against Darlington coming up next Tuesday, the 18th. That'll be right here on the Big Easy 93.7. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Dodgeville 61, Darlington 30. Winger on the right side, pass into the middle, deflected, battle for it in the far corner. Jason Rundog comes up with it for Dodgeville. Lean-in shot, bounces around, hangs, and finally drops for Rundog.
Oh, he got his money worth on that one as that ball touched every point on that rim before dropping down. Good soft shot by Rundog.
Darlington on the offensive end. They're going to start bombing away, and a three-pointer for Gus Stevens. That might be the biggest round of applause Darlington fans have given tonight.
Well, they haven't had much to cheer for all night, Steve, and well-deserved as he's able to drain that from beyond the three-point arc.
63-33, Dodgeville over Darlington. Dodgeville tries a bomb from the right side. It's up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Loose ball foul coming up on Dodgeville. John Bryson, a pretty solid young man there on the weak side. Dodgeville wasn't about to move him out of the way.
Nope, bodies were bouncing around down in the left low block. He was sending him flying around, but going to the line is actually the smallest person on the floor for Darlington, that being Murray Whalen at 5'9", and that might be stretching it also.
I thought Bryson was the one who got clobbered there, but not the case. Well, Chuck Tank going to the very end of his bench here for Dodgeville. Parker Hagg comes back into the ball game. Austin Jones, 5'7 junior. Nate Gantenbein, a 6'5 junior, also in there. Second free throw is no good by Murray Whalen. And Dodgeville comes up with it, leading him into the front court. Austin Jones, pass on the right wing side to Noah Bosek. 6' junior. Hag down low on the right block, out to Gantenbein. Back to Hag on the right wing side. Looks, waits, finally dishes off to Jones. Between the circles, Bosek dribbles right, picks it up. Hag on the right baseline, guarded by Bryson. Gantenbein and Hag just play catch on the right side of the floor. 2:15 to go in the ball game. Dodgeville 63, Darlington 33. Now a drive, finger roll, right side, up, good, and a foul for Dodgeville. And Noah Bosek going to have a chance at a three-point play for the Dodgers.
Good drive to the basket by Bosek as he was able to go right baseline, beat his defender by a good 2 steps, and in the attempt to catch up to him, drew the foul, and he gets the old-fashioned three-point play.
Bunt comes up short on the free throw attempt. Rebound to Darlington. Approaching the 2-minute mark in this ball game. Right side, Carl Elzen couldn't get the shot away. Gets it back out top to Gus Stevens. He'll hand off on the fly to Lucas Van Meter. Cross-court pass, nearly stolen, but Whalen comes up with it. Try to go inside. That's stolen by Dodgeville. Kyle Anderson with it. Anderson, a 5'11 junior, and he'll leave it off for Austin Jones. 1:37 to go in this one. It has been all Dodgeville tonight. The top-ranked team in Division II will remain undefeated on the year. Hag inside, puts it up off the glass, spins around, comes out, but Hag will get a pair of free throws out of it.
John Bryson getting the foul on that drive to the basket.
Well, the free throw shooting has certainly cooled off here in the second half. Hag can't convert. He is 1 of 3 at the line. 5 points in total for the left-handed junior. Comes back and gets the second. Dodgeville 66, Darlington 33. 1:22 to go in this one. Backdoor cut, nice feed, whistle, and a traveling call. And unfortunately, Carl Elzen took 1 step too many.
Well, he had his bags packed, I think, heading for a trip that time, Steve. He's got to remember that there's air in that basketball. You need to put it on the floor every now and again, or you're going to get that traveling call.
Used to have a buddy who said he took a few steps, but they were just tiny steps. It shouldn't matter. Gantenbein right side, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound up, no good. Gantenbein gets it back for Dodgeville. Triple team, finally a traveling call.
Well, I'll tell you what, who contributed to that traveling call was John Bryson. He had his hands straight up in the air, but his lower body was shoving people out of bounds, and Darlington gets the turnover.
1 minute to go in this ball game. Dodgeville's going to win it. They have doubled up Darlington at the moment, 66-33. Pass inside stolen, nearly restolen by Darlington. They do get it back. Now it's restolen by Dodgeville. Hag the other way, goes up, left-hand layup, up and good. A little flurry of activity before we wrap up this one.
Good hustle by Hag as he got down the floor ahead of the Redbirds and laid it up with the left hand.
I'll tell you, these guys, the end of the bench, they don't see that much action. They play just as hard as the starters ever do because they know it's their time to shine. Bryson down low, nice pump fake, put it up, no good, but a pushing foul on Gantenbein of Dodgeville. And Bryson will get a pair of free throws here for the Redbirds.
Not a bad time to put in your 30-point play.
22 seconds left in this one. And they'd still be 5 short, unfortunately. Bryson misses the first of 2 free throws. 6'2 junior misses them both. The rebound comes down to Dodgeville. Into the front court, Noah Bosek. Trying to get it inside, stolen by Bryson, throw it ahead, and it's stolen by Dodgeville. Bosek back at the top of the key, 5 seconds left in the ball game. Austin Jones kicks in the corner, 3 ball on the way. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound tap left side, and mercifully the final buzzer sound. And it's Dodgeville, the top-ranked team in Division II, coming away with a very impressive 68-33 victory over the Darlington Redbirds tonight. Stay tuned. The postgame show coming up next here on the Big Easy 93.7.
Enjoy fine dining in a relaxed country club atmosphere at Darlington Country Club. Treat yourself and your family to a great midweek dinner as the Darlington Country Club features its delicious prime rib. The Friday night fish fry is an all-time favorite, and making its return to the Darlington Country Club is the Sunday brunch. Plus, if you're planning a reception, reunion, or company get-together,